One time, Charleston got kicked out of City Hall, and another time he called the feds on another rapper. These are some funny, disrespectful Charleston White moments. The interview started with Lil Pistol asking how Charleston felt about Memphis, warning him that dissing the city could lead to serious consequences.
How you feel about Memphis? Now look, before you say something about Memphis, nigga, you know Memphis nigga get old nigga. Yeah, you know, I'm just saying.
Charleston wasn't feeling the energy from the jump, even though Lil Pistol claimed he was just trying to keep things light. Charleston picked up on something else entirely.
When niggas go to prison, what do it say? Such and such versus the state of Tennessee. So nigga, why would I feel anything about a slave state? Why would this nigga ask me how I feel about the plantation?
Not even halfway through the conversation, things went left when Lil Pistol started flexing, threatening to put hands on Charleston like it was nothing.
What would you do if I slapped the shit out of you?
You gonna die.
Fuck you talking about, Hollywood?
Yeah, you gonna die. I don't know.
The disrespect hit at another level when Lil Pistol started talking crazy about shutting down the whole interview, even calling Charleston a pump faker. To make matters worse, he tells someone off camera to give Charleston some melatonin or weed to chill him out.
Man, in my city, man. I shut shit down. I shut shit down. I shut shit down. I can. Come on, man. Stop it.
Charleston wasn't about to just sit there while someone tried to play him.
I've been in this city several times. I ain't seen you do nothing in this city. How is your city?
Yeah, how's this your city, Hollywood? Tell us, how's this your city? All you gotta do is Google me.
He kept it in a stack and decided he was done with the games.
Google nothing.
You do.
I don't like no Google.
Hey, he probably needs some melatonin. He's turned. You probably need some melatonin.
Without hesitation, Charleston stands up, bounces, calling out Lil Pistol for talking smack about a city he didn't even know that well.
Interview over. Nigga, my city talking ass nigga ain't got a goddamn thing going. Yeah, I hate these whole ass niggas like this here. Man, let's go. No, I done got mad. Bitch ass nigga talking about he'll slap me. What a hell. Man, let's go.
What should have been a standard sit-down between Charleston White and Orlando Brown quickly goes sideways when Brown decided to play games instead of keeping it professional.
I'm out on bond. Can you leave that case alone? That's an open case. I'm out on 2 felony bonds. Can you please quit talking about that?
That's real.
Unless you gonna let me get the gas.
No, see, that's what I'm saying.
Brown kept calling Charleston daddy throughout the interview, clearly fishing for a reaction and trying to create a viral moment. At first, Charleston tried to keep it cool, but Brown wouldn't let certain topics rest, pushing boundaries that weren't meant to be pushed.
You didn't admit it to being in by a Hollywood executive. You wouldn't fight nobody. You didn't admit it to being in by Hollywood.
As the interview progressed, Charleston flipped the script and started grilling Brown about his Hollywood days, trying to steer the conversation back to something meaningful.
Did you fight them executives that were trying to
beat up?
Did you fight? I was asleep.
Shot out. You got shot.
I'd rather get beat up than I'd rather get now.
With Brown still on that weird energy and steady dropping that daddy talk, Charleston finally reached his breaking point and made it clear he was about to bounce.
When we when we beat our kids,
Daddy.
What do we tell our kids?
Daddy.
Yo, don't call him daddy. He don't do that, yeah.
No.
You gotta call him Unc.
I'm gonna talk, man. I don't want to do this.
Daddy.
Man, let's call him Unc. Give him respect to call him Unc. Come on.
If being called daddy repeatedly isn't disrespectful enough for you, this next one shows how quickly words about the dead can make someone reach for something deadly. This tension kicks off with Charleston speaking about FBG Duck's mother and King Von's family, making it clear he had no love for Von because he considered him a savage.
King Von, my I don't give a fuck about his mama. Y'all love his mama. I don't.
You know, Von and Duck was like counter.
I don't know that.
What you don't know?
I don't know that.
When DJU tries to check Charleston about how he's speaking on these topics, Charleston wasn't having any of it.
Why a nigga from Texas got to pay his mama car note? Why? And y'all want to tell me what I'm going to do with my money?
Man, you want to do it because you...
I didn't... Oh, no, she asked me.
The energy shifts. Charleston's feeling like someone's trying to police his opinions, and he immediately started going off.
Since y'all got so much to say, give me back the money then, ho. Fuck ass bitch. I ain't have to help now more you riding ass ho.
What happened next shows how unpredictable Charleston can be when he feels disrespected. In a moment that had everybody shocked, Charleston upped the strap on camera, letting it be known he wasn't just talking for the internet.
In Chicago, fuck y'all, suck my dick. I keep a goddamn gun for whatever. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about shit. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun.
DJ, you try to play it cool and laugh off the situation like it wasn't that deep. But Charleston was way past the talking stage at that point.
Nigga, I don't give a all that say. Nigga, let me say what I'm gonna say. Nigga, who told you that? Go say, homie.
Luckily, nobody got hurt, and the situation eventually cooled down. Pulling out a strap during an interview is pretty crazy. But just wait until you see how some naughty jokes can turn into someone yanking off their mic, ready for action. If you thought the Orlando Brown situation was wild, Charleston's run-in with Prime on Aiden Ross's stream showed how quickly internet jokes can turn to real smoke. Everything's all good until Prime decides to come to Charleston about some clip he'd seen online. Instead of just keeping it a buck, Prime started throwing shade and dropping wild comments questioning Charleston's sexuality.
And I didn't know what the fuck did. I'm sorry. No, he's not. No, he changed my perspective. No, hold on. Yes, I've never seen a have you? I've seen my exactly. I've seen my
When Aiden tried to smooth things over, that just lit Charleston's fuse even more. You could tell he wasn't with how Prime was trying to play him on the stream. Before anyone knew what was happening, Charleston just yanks off his mic, ready to show Prime that he's not just internet talk.
Nigga, you came and jumped in. You ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. What you gonna do then? What you gonna do then? What you gonna do? You gonna get your knife? I don't get no knife. I know what to do.
Charleston stands up, letting everybody know that he's ready to handle whatever beef Prime wanted to serve. That's when Prime must have realized he'd pushed too far. He hops up too, but was real quick to call for Aiden to step in before things got too heated.
It's just not that serious, bro. None of this shit is serious, bro.
Nigga, I ain't threatening you, nigga.
I'm just saying, none of this shit is me. What did I do? I jumped out of this shit.
From throwing hands on a live stream to completely shutting down an interview, this next one's gonna prove that some questions just ain't worth answering. What should have been a normal interview quickly goes left when the hosts started questioning Charleston's temperament.
The question, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nigga, what? Like, what you be on? Like, what's your angle? Like the way, like, what you...
I'm an angry nigga.
I figured.
I wake up just like the rest of you niggas that shoot up the neighborhood, nigga.
One of the hosts tried to get slick, suggesting that Charleston acts happy in person. He's really just wilding out on social media for attention.
Well, how you an angry and always popping your shit like you a happy? So now you contradicting shit because I be checking you out. You popping shit like you like a rapper or something.
As the interview goes on, Charleston kept it a buck about his frustrations, straight up telling everybody on the podcast that he wasn't feeling like talking to young people. The tension in the room kept building until Charleston got hit with what he called a quiz, a question that felt like they were trying to catch him slipping.
I mimic Uncle Wayne them, who had a watch, who had a chain, who had a pinky ring, and who had cars that they own in barbershops. Yeah, I'm a barbershop. But to go back to your feelings, yeah, nigga, contradict.
Not even 3 seconds later, Charleston had seen enough. Without hesitation, he stands up from his seat and heads to the door, telling people to give the podcast host back their bread. His reasoning was simple. They weren't letting him speak his piece.
Get them niggas back their money. They want to live man. Get them niggas back their money.
Hey man, get your old ass back. Hey, get your sensitive ass back over there.
Walking out mid-interview is just a warm-up. The next class shows what happens when someone tries to challenge real expertise with some Google research. So this kicks off with an interviewer asking Charleston about a kid from Philly who witnessed a murder.
We wasn't on no code, though,
That's because you changed your life.
Listen, homie.
Man down,
Listen, homie. We was all kids on no code. It wasn't no code at 13.
Queens made the same mistake of pushing that tired street code nonsense, suggesting young kids should somehow navigate adult situations in the streets.
So what was your standpoint in that situation? That he...
Listen to what I'm saying. He was a 13-year-old kid, fam. Are you that Have you killed before?
Who, me as a man?
Have you ever been convicted of killing before?
Charleston, who's been putting in real work with troubled youth, wasn't gonna let this slide.
Come on, homie, don't play like you such a hardened criminal where we talking about a 13-year-old kid.
What that got to do with hardened criminal?
A 13-year-old kid, you say he got a code?
With that signature no-filter energy, Charleston checked Queens immediately, breaking down why holding children to adult street codes is straight up bogus. For Charleston, this wasn't just talk. It's about protecting the kids from systems designed to keep them locked up.
I grew up with some of the most children who committed some of the most worst crimes in the history of the state of Texas, and I'm telling you, homie, they was children.
Charleston was writing 100% for the kid, making it clear where he stood.
So that's what I'm saying. I slept next to them niggas who y'all think stood on code, and them niggas cried when their mothers couldn't come see them on Christmas. Niggas cried on birthdays.
The tension cranked up when Charleston started dropping knowledge on youth development. Instead of listening, Queens tried to play him off like he just Googled some facts the night before.
The human brain doesn't develop until at or around 25. So you telling me that's just a normal brain? That's just a normal.
Queens kept flexing with his internet knowledge, but Charleston had to remind him who was really qualified to speak on these issues.
Read it, homie.
You just said you a character, though. This is a character. The real you behind it.
Dude, mister, he's stuck on the internet. I'm telling him to get off. I'm telling he's an internet nigga. That's why he's
I'm never an internet nigga.
He's an internet.
As the energy got more heated between them, Charleston kept it a buck by letting Queens know that he's only there because the check cleared.
Spread gospel, nigga. You paid to get me here, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Spread the gospel, nigga.
Not to spread no gospel.
To spread the gospel,
I paid
nigga.
to get you here.
I
I wanted to
spread
talk
the
to you.
gospel.
I wanted to talk to you.
You paid
nigga.
to talk to me, nigga.
After checking someone for flexing internet knowledge, the disrespect meter hits another level when cultural appropriation enters the conversation. Charleston White's interview with Say Cheese about Asian Crips is a perfect example of how he doesn't sugarcoat anything, regardless of who might get offended. Now, the whole vibe switches up quick when the interviewer tried to get Charleston's take on some feedback from the Asian community. As soon as the interviewer started explaining how some Asian folks felt about their connection to black culture, Charleston's not hearing any of this noise. He flips the script and takes control of the conversation.
Struggle. They ain't come out no black. They ain't come out the seed of no. So whatever they think they grew up with, they are not us.
The temperature in the room rose when Charleston started breaking down how these same people had disrespected him with racial slurs. Man, he wasn't holding back.
They want to embrace our culture, but when they get mad at us, how do they say nigga too though? How? How can they use that word nigga toward a black guy?
Charleston went deeper into his point, speaking on how he can't respect anyone trying to use black culture while simultaneously disrespecting black people. He kept it a stack about the hypocrisy he was seeing.
I don't like anybody who think they can take our culture and use our culture against us and then want to use the word nigga derogatory toward a nigga.
When the interviewer tried to calm things down by suggesting the Asian community was being respectful, Charleston shuts that crap down quick.
Nah, they were saying that's the old day. They saying they got the right to call us niggas. They shoot at us, is what they telling us. We taking y'all culture and we gang bang against y'all.
Then it hits another level when the interviewer says that, hey, some Asians consider themselves part of black culture. Man, Charleston wasn't having this now and checks him again.
1 out of every 3 of us going to prison in America. How the f they a nigga? And them ain't going to jail like us. When last time you seen the police shoot one of them round face motherfuckers?
Calling out culture vultures is one thing, but taking the beef from social media to potential real-world consequences shows how Twitter fingers can escalate real quick. Man, the beef between Charleston and DJ Vlad shows exactly what happens when you come at Charleston sideways online. Now this goes down with Charleston convincing Aiden to cancel his planned stream with Boozy Badass. Vlad decided to insert himself into that situation, taking to Twitter to throw shots at Charleston.
It's funny how you and Charleston always try to gaslight and call Boozy a killer, even though Boozy went to trial and was found not guilty. Meanwhile, Charleston was convicted of killing a defenseless man while trying to steal his jacket.
This tweet got Charleston heated real quick. He fires back with no hesitation.
Yeah. Tell Boosie I'll knock his bitch ass out. I can't now, nigga. Gotta get insulin, can whoop me. You better go, nigga. Tell Boosie I'll knock his bitch out, him and Tootie Raw.
The back and forth got so intense that Charleston straight up challenged Vlad to throw hands. Word on the street was that Aiden respected Charleston enough to cancel all his planned content with Boozy, suggesting there was more going on behind the scenes than what fans were seeing online.
I think Boozy a anyway, and I think you a too, Vlad. I bet y'all don't want to fight. Listen, Vlad, we don't want Boosie on Aiden Ross. Yeah, we don't want the diabetic freak on Aiden Ross. And plus, he's a killer.
Unlike some of Charleston's other confrontations where things got physical, this beef remained digital. But knowing Charleston's track record, Vlad might want to tread carefully if they ever find themselves in the same room. When it comes to wild Charleston White moments, his beef with the Island Boys definitely makes this list. Now, the whole thing escalated with Charleston deciding to come for Fly Soldier's newborn baby during one of his infamous rants, clowning the child's appearance with zero chill. What made that freezing cold was that he was talking about an innocent newborn baby who had just spent his time in the NICU fighting for their life. Even for Charleston, who's known for his mouth, that crosses some kind of line, maybe taking it too far.
He was sick, critical, right? Like, intubated and everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, bro.
It's okay. So he talked about my son, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I take that personal.
Ooh, the tension was feverish during Aiden Ross's live stream when the Island Boys confronted Charleston directly about disrespecting Fly Soldier's child.
Hey, Charleston, we got a box, homie.
Man, I'm gonna kick your mother.
Let's do it. You say you're gonna kick my ass, let's do it. With your hands, homie. You wanted to talk about my kid, that's why.
Instead of addressing the baby comments, Charleston flips it and brings up the Island Boys' kissing scandal.
Hey, when last time you your brother?
Bro, I never my brother, bro.
Yeah, wait, y'all was tongue kissing. You can't tell me one of y'all ain't each other.
Are we gonna box?
Y'all was tongue kissing too.
Bro, his hairline's receding. Show the camera, show the camera.
Fly Soldier, trying to keep things somewhat professional, suggests that they settle those differences in a boxing ring rather than continuing this back and forth online.
Let's do professional, all right? Listen, like I said, let's just keep it cool. Let's keep it all, like, you feel me, cordial, professional, until we get in that ring.
But Charleston, being Charleston, wasn't interested in taking any high road. He kept that disrespect coming, doubling down on his previous statements.
I'm gonna make fun of you and your baby.
Hey, I'll tell you this right now. You receding hairline. Shut the up. You want to be a young so bad.
Fly Soldier thought he got the last word in about that potential boxing match between them, but the delivery didn't quite hit like he probably hoped it would.
Charleston White and I is going to be one of the biggest fights in the century, because you don't know how many people want to see his get beat. And the Island Boy, the one that kissed his brother, is gonna do it.
The beef goes from online to in person when Fly Soldier's partner, Kayla Thala, pulled up on Charleston at UFC 314.
Child, and you're gonna get your ass beat, huh? Yeah, you talk about our child, saying he's little.
Instead of backing down or even apologizing, Charleston triples down on his remarks, adding more fuel to the fire.
The baby's still ugly. I don't give a damn what she says. Yeah, it don't take away from what that baby look like. Just hopefully the baby grow up to be something better than what his daddy look like and behave much better.
Going at someone's kid is pretty wild, but nothing really compares to what happens when threats turn into this unexpected phone call nobody in hip-hop saw coming. When it comes to the internet beef, Charleston White takes it to another level. His clash with Brick Baby shows how far he's willing to go when he feels threatened. It all starts with Charleston dropping some wild comments about Brick Baby and his connections, even disrespecting the late Nipsey Hussle, who was close to Brick. Then the situation gets crazy when Brick Baby allegedly put a $10K bounty on Charleston's head.
Yeah, man. Out here in Houston, man. 96, I got a dime on Charleston White head. It could be more.
Instead of handling things in the streets, Charleston flips the script and did something many in hip-hop consider unthinkable. He picks up the phone and called the feds.
Well, I'm the one that put the feds on Brick Baby. I keep telling you, y'all didn't think I'd be playing.
He's not calling your local authorities here, but tapping into connections to make sure that this threat was taken seriously. Man, he wasn't shy about admitting it.
And he continued to act like he was pursuing me. I made a federal report. First, I called Houston and made the report to Houston, but I did this through my law enforcement.
While most in the culture stay pretty quiet about law enforcement, Charleston did the opposite.
I'm a federal informant.
the maximum penalties and time you get for bothering me. That's why I'm so bold. Bother me and you ain't never coming home. So I don't give a damn. I bet I put your ass away for life.
This wasn't just talk. His actions have serious consequences. Not long after, Brick got caught up in a major RICO sweep targeting the rolling 60s neighborhood Crips. The feds hit him, and when Brick tried to post bail, the judge shut it down completely. The court decided he was too much of a risk, citing concerns about violence and the possibility he might tamper with witnesses.
I'm willing to work with the police to bring you down. Why would you joke and play with me? I ain't playing with y'all.
Making a call to authorities shocked the culture, but the real surprise came when everyone found out that this wasn't even the first time paperwork had a signature on it. Charleston White's history of snitching goes all the way back to when he was just 16. During a shoplifting incident at an Arlington mall that turned deadly, Charleston takes the stand against his friend, Antoine Diddle. The whole thing went down when Michael Levy tried to stop these two from shoplifting, and Diddle allegedly shot and killed him.
Intently.
He pulled off the hammer back on the gun.
And then what happened?
He fired it.
Instead of keeping it quiet, Charleston cooperates with authorities immediately, testifying about Diddle's role in the shooting, which helped secure Diddle's conviction. Charleston has never denied this. He's pretty open about how he snitches and how he reduced that sentence to 12 years in juvie detention instead of facing any adult time. When that old case resurfaced recently, people started coming at Charleston online. But unlike many who would hide from their past, Charleston does not care about this attention at all.
So what you seen? You think they gonna stop booking me? You think they gonna stop interviewing me? You think people gonna stop? No, nigga, you still gonna be poor, and I'm still gonna be...
Snitching ever since you were a kid is one thing, but going after the rapper that brought the East and West Coast together is a whole nother deal. Charleston's disrespect doesn't stop at snitching. This guy's taking shots at some of hip-hop's most respected figures. We got Lamar performing at the Super Bowl, and most of the culture was celebrating the moment as historic. But Charleston, however, wasn't impressed.
Yeah, I thought it was a bunch of... I think it was a lackluster performance. And all they did was crip walk.
He dismissed Kendrick's entire performance as bullshit, arguing that all the symbolism Kendrick incorporated wasn't really revolutionary. According to Charleston, true revolution requires action, not crappy hidden messages and concepts that only certain people can understand.
Kendrick did that for a video shoot. He didn't do that to bring niggas together. They just found something to dance to.
But his controversial takes didn't stop there. When asked about Serena Williams doing the crip walk during a tennis celebration, Charleston takes it to another level by bringing up her family's tragedy.
Her sister was killed by the Crips, so for her to even be up there crip walking, I thought was not only distasteful, was disgraceful.
And Serena ain't the only person Charleston has gone after. Charleston White stirred up drama in early 2022 when he decided to come for King Harris and Boosie Badass's son, Tootie Raw. After both young men got arrested, Charleston takes to social media to clown them and predict that both would end up doing serious time behind bars.
Yeah, that's them dumb rapper baby. They dumb in the mother. They ain't got no degrees, no GED. They ain't got no ribbons from nothing.
What made this kind of extra tense was that Charleston wasn't just coming at random kids. He's disrespecting the sons of two heavyweight rappers. T.I. can't let this dude talk about his son like that and quickly jumps in to check Charleston.
I put my foot so far up your ass, you'll floss your teeth with my shoelaces. Then whatever grown man fix their face to talk about a child, use a whole nigga. Nigga, come deal with the daddy.
By November 2023, King Harris had had enough of Charleston's comments and decided to enter the chat himself. The young Harris made it known on social media that he wasn't just talking. He's ready to put hands on this dude if they ever crossed paths.
Boy, Charleston White, you was a bitch, boy. And we was about to whoop your ass when you come back down here.
Instead of backing down, Charleston doubles down, keeping the back and forth going across social media.
Say, T.I., listen, if your boy jump on me, y'all will bury that yellow mother. I shoot him right in his goddamn throat.
Hope you fucking die, bitch.
I hope your daddy died with that diabetes. Yeah, his organ. Yeah, I hope your daddy died with that diabetes.
Now, turning a simple hair comment into an all-out verbal assault really proves no topic is too small to escalate for Charleston. When this interviewer mentions that Whack 100 had been talking about Charleston's hair and suggested maybe it's time for him to go bald, with Sexy Red co-signing the comments, Charleston wasted no time in firing back with his signature unfiltered style.
Whack 100 says you just need to shave it off, man. Give it up. Your hair, you're going bald. Go bald. Give it up. Yeah, man, Whack 100. He just posted that on his Instagram.
Charleston wouldn't stop here. He turns the attention to Whack 100, bringing up past issues, making it clear that there's genuine beef between them.
The Red say she liked the raw dog. I bet it was plenty of nappy head uncles and everything else. Raw dog and that little old pussy. Them ain't looking at no how.
When the interviewer tried to give Sexy Red some grace and soften the situation, Charleston wasn't having this. He keeps that same intense energy, refusing to back down or even show any kind of mercy just because she's a female artist.
And why that watching me? I don't watch him. He really want to be my friend. I think he really want to be my friend.
You think so?
Now let's check out what happens when a racial comment enters the conversation. White takes it to a disturbing level during an Insta Live rant, where he unleashes extremely racist and violent comments about the Asian community, directly targeting China Mac in the process. This would include shocking statements about Chinese women being assaulted and even more disturbing comments about violence towards Chinese children. Now, these remarks quickly went viral for all the wrong reasons, causing widespread outrage across social media platforms.
But he said some shit, and he kept on talking shit about the Asian people, talking about us like we dogs and shit like that, talking about us crazy. And I seen him talk about other things.
The New York rapper called White out directly and emphasized that this wasn't about racial tension between Black and Asian communities, but more specifically about White's hateful words.
He just want to take something that's hot and want to like you know what I mean?
Pour gas on the fire.
Like pour gas on it, but he want to spin it his way so he could like get clout and get people to listen to him.
When challenged by China Mac to face him directly, Charleston doesn't back down nor apologize. Instead, he doubles down on racism and takes it from bad to worse.
I ain't never liked nothing East. Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, no knees. No knees.
Charleston defended his position by saying he was for his people first.
I hate you. I'm a hateful-hearted, racist nigga, and I'm for my people. I don't represent black people.
But then he goes into another racist tangent, telling China Mac to rap in his own language instead of English.
Rap in your language. Rap in your language, punk. We hate you.
Oh, but that's not all. Charleston even got himself thrown out of City Hall. His 2018 City Council appearance takes disrespect to some other level. When he steps up to address the city officials, he came with that unfiltered energy we were talking about that made him infamous. Now, the moment he opens his mouth, the tone was set. When officials reminded him to keep things civil, please, Charleston had to let him know he didn't come to play.
Well, I'm not a civil man. This country once sold my ancestors, so civility is something that black people typically don't get exposed to in this country.
So it gets pretty crazy when Charleston compares the city council members to the Pharaoh from the Bible, calling them modern-day oppressors.
I want to remind you guys that there's somewhere in the Bible that it was God who hardened the heart of Pharaoh. And you guys kind of represent Pharaoh in modern day times.
And he keeps going, now making inflammatory comments about diseases and directed shots at both officials and community members.
They got some black people coming to y'all neighborhood, Charleston, and they got some diseases. They got syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea. They got some good people.
Yeah, security's seen enough. They go to remove Charleston from the chamber as he's still ranting, but not before he got his message across in the most Charleston White way possible. Unfiltered, controversial, and guaranteed to go viral. Now, you'd think getting kicked out of City Hall might stop the controversy for a little bit, but Charleston's not done making enemies. While the fans and fellow artists are mourning Von's death, Charleston takes a completely different approach. The guy doesn't hold back, calling Von a demon and a killer, with no respect for the fact that Von was no longer here to defend himself.
King Von is one of the only few demons we done seen die who professed out of his mouth. The Bible says, what's in your heart, they go come out of your mouth. He said, I'm a demon, man, I'm on demon time.
Then he pushes it further and starts praising Lil Tim, the man responsible for Von's death, calling him a hero. This would shock even those who were used to Charleston's controversialness, as now celebrating someone's killer crosses boundaries that most wouldn't touch.
I got to shake hands with the hands that God used to kill King Von. I ain't bathed yet.
Somehow, Von's passing seemed to give courage to those who kept quiet while he was alive. Charleston pointed that out, noting how many rappers suddenly had plenty to say about Von once he wasn't around to respond.
But then, you know what I'm saying, like, you can't bring him back. I was relieved for the community, man. Because he was over there torturing them guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It is what it is, Vlad, man. Like, hey, look, some people...
Throughout the comments, Charleston kept asking why people praise artists with alleged blood on their hands, questioning the culture's tendency to elevate those with violent pasts. He even brought up the families of Von's alleged victims, asking who mourns for them.
What about all the victims that the FBI have evidence and reports that he did kill? What about those victims, their families, that hear you say that?
Now, wait until you see how a simple political statement turned into an all-out attack on a female athlete's entire character. When WNBA rookie Angel Reese decided to share her political views and diss former President Donald Trump, she probably wasn't expecting Charleston White to come for her career and character. Instead of addressing Reese's political comments directly, Charleston went straight for personal attacks. He doesn't stop there, though, suggesting Reese was more focused on gaining attention and clout than developing her skills on the court.
She can't do nothing play basketball. I ain't the reason why we just start setting. I be looking at the way she dressed. She don't want to play basketball. She want to. She got that spirit.
Charleston's criticism shifted from Reese's Trump's comments to questioning her entire approach to her career. With that typical unfiltered style, he takes what could have been a debate about politics and turns it into a harsh judgment of Reese's character and intentions.
Don't no real one shoot no hoop. They learn home economics. All the lesbian boys that could be played. Yeah, so she sells some to get you all in fame.
In the same rant, Charleston brings Cardi B into the mix, taking shots at her political activism as well. He suggested that both these women were involved in political commentary just for attention, rather than any genuine conviction.
And not only that, we can't forget Cardi B said she used to drug me and rob me. So who give a f about a like that? Yeah, you're supposed to play the out the money. Don't, man, come on now. You're tricking with you, you go drug me?
Going at a pro athlete's career is one thing, but the reaction to a woman's voice on a dating show really proved some rejections don't come with any filter. We got Charleston White's unfiltered personality on full display during an appearance on a dating show format, where his reaction to a deep-voiced woman became an instantly viral moment.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
You ain't no man, is you?
Find out?
Hell no. Hell no, cause what if you is? I'm gonna be in a hell of a situation.
When the woman's voice came through, his immediate response was a blunt hell nah, rejecting the possibility before even seeing what she looked like.
Yeah. Nah, why your voice deep, baby?
Would I be here if I was a man?
You sure right. Yeah, well, why your voice so pretty as you?
Charleston does not attempt to soften any response or even consider how it might come across to viewers or this woman herself. His reaction was pure, unfiltered. Charleston.
Man, get her out of here. Man, why her voice so deep? That's you. Why she growling? Why she doing that shit?
But you know what? Nothing compares to when children get dragged into a beef that was never theirs to begin with. During a live stream, Charleston made harsh comments about Ski's daughter. And that's not just a quick jab either. White spent significant time on this topic, doubling down on disrespectful remarks.
Promise you, I promise on my daughter, I'm gonna see you. Fuck that bitch. What? Fuck that.
What made it even more uncomfortable was how he went after the relationship between Ski and his daughter, suggesting issues with their family dynamic that had no place in a public forum.
On my daughter, I'm crashing out and I'm gonna find right out. This for you saying that. This for you saying that. It ain't gonna stop us.
Even his regular supporters were like, hey, why are you going after someone's kid, man? Regardless of any beef you might have with Ski. You see, going after someone's kid during a live stream is really crossing a line. But snitching on someone to their parole officer, that's another level of petty. Now, the beef with White and King Yella would start with Yella sharing his opinion about Charleston dissing the late King Von. What should have been just a simple back and forth turned into one of Charleston's most disrespectful moments yet.
My wife was talking about King Yella. She said, why he rocking like that in that corner with all that scribbly stuff on his face? I said, that's a dope fiend, baby. His mama was a crack addict, baby.
Oh, but he's not done. He takes it again to another level, bringing Yella's daughter into the beef, making disrespectful comments about her appearance.
He looked like he was in an institution. Yeah. King Yella, baby. He old yellow with a bunch of scribbly scrabbly on his face, and he got an ugly daughter. Yeah, he got an ugly yellow daughter.
King Yella's not having this crap, fires back with his own response, clearly pissed about Charleston dragging his family into their drama.
Goofy Mark ass clown, you and your ugly ass dog rat looking ass wife, big ass nigga. So since you want to do all that on GOD, I'm not 600 breezy, you police ass nigga.
Yella tells Charleston to watch his back.
Cause if I find out where you're gonna be at on my mama, on my kids, I'm gonna, you see these? You see this? I'm gonna put this all on your face. I'm gonna smack you like a bitch.
But hearing Yella making threats, Charleston does what he does best. He snitched. Instead of handling the beef like many in hip-hop would, Charleston goes straight to Yella's P.O.
That I was told he's on probation out of Las Vegas, but he's a well-known, influential, powerful Chicago gang leader. And he's making threats online.
Charleston defends himself, saying it's not snitching, since Yella already snitched on himself.
So now I'm just gonna report the crime that you snitched about. I'm not snitching, I'm just reporting the crime that you done already snitched about. So let me do my due diligence.
Calling someone's P.O. over beef. That's wild. But just wait until you see what happens when this guy meets a contestant on a game show. Charleston White's disrespectful nature wasn't limited to beef with rappers. He brought it this time to a game show. And when he appears on 20 Women vs. 2 Comedians with Lil Woody, Charleston has to cross the lines, even when it's lighthearted entertainment. During the show, one female contestant asked Charleston what would be the first meal he'd get her.
My question to you guys is...
I ain't answering no motherfucking question.
Ooh. Mr. White, what would be the first meal that you would feed me?
Salad.
The contestant takes the joke pretty well, but Charleston has to dig a little deeper. Now he doubles down on the comment.
Is it gonna at least have meat in it?
It ain't gonna have no all lettuce. Lettuce with croutons, or whatever that shit is.
The contestant can't let him slide. She got her revenge, taking off his hat, exposing his bald head to everyone watching.
And I was riding with you.
I'm riding with you, baby. Come on.
Oh! Hold on. What is this at the top?
Oh my goddamn.
Even in a controlled environment like a game show, Charleston couldn't help but show his true colors. What could have been harmless fun turned into yet another example of his pattern of unnecessary disrespect, proving that no setting is safe from his controversial mouth.